Hey guys, welcome back to the Playing Footy YouTube channel. Today we're looking at the Collingwood AFL 2024 trade talk. My name is Bailey. Let's get into it. So we've got potential additions for Collingwood. Harry Perryman, who has basically come on board for Collingwood. They're paying him about $900,000, which in my opinion I think is a little bit overs for basically GWS's ninth best player. You probably got Isaac Quainer, who's probably thinking, what are we doing? But he's got to be adding something to the team. Whether they play him half back or on the ball, Collingwood do like to mix up their players and where they position them and where they basically want them to go. No different to Pendles and Sidebottom, how they rotate their players. So maybe Perryman will be coming in to sort of fill that gap that John Noble has left. Of course, he's looking to go to Gold Coast to play for Dimmer. I just think for someone like Perryman, you're basically paying like Zach Merritt money to him. So he's really got to come and perform to give Collingwood, obviously, who has the oldest list, second oldest list in the AFL. The oldest list is Richmond, but they really need to do something there and do it quick and rebuild quickly as well. So I just don't know if it works for a B grade player like Perryman, but we'll see what happens there as well. So we've also got Joe Richards, who's looking to come to Collingwood as well. So he would be obviously a welcomed addition to the Collingwood faithful, to have another target up forward. He's departing Collingwood, not coming. He's departing Collingwood. He's looking to go to Port Adelaide. So that's going to be an interesting move there, but I think that they've got enough players in the forward line that they can sort of cover for. Whether or not Ollie Lord comes from Port Adelaide to Collingwood is another thing in itself. Ollie Lord does have 1 year to run on his contract at Port Adelaide, so that is another person to watch out for. James Peatling, he's another GWS player that you would have to look out for. Again, I mentioned in my previous videos, I think it was with Adelaide Crows, he's also weighing up Adelaide Crows, obviously Port Adelaide, some big clubs. He's got West Coast, he's got plenty of options that he can choose from. So he's another player there as well. Adam Tomlinson, he's a backman, so that might be another good target as well. We'll just see what happens there. Magpies still have the likes of Reef McInnes and Nathan Krug and Charlie Dean without deals for 2025 also, so they do have to have that in consideration. Coming into the draft, they've got picks 33, 48 and 51, which they will be wanting to really rebuild because they are the second oldest list in the club. So they are having players like Scott Pendlebury, who's played 383 games obviously at the start of this season, but has played beyond 400 now. They've got 14 players with 100 games plus experience and only 20 players with 50 games plus experience. So it's Collingwood in that position where they've really got to be in front of the 8 ball, because again, Tasmanian Devils are coming in 2028. They need to build up a strong core of players, and maybe, as Craig McRae alluded to in an interview I saw, he wants to trade picks for players. So that is something that they could be wanting to do as well. So what they do with tours like Nathan Kruger, he's been on the fringe of the best 23 for a while now. Finlay McRae and Reef McInnes as well. So, with Joe Richards and John Noble leaving as well, they do have to sort of patch a couple of holes pretty quickly. And it really will come down to, whether they can get, potentially Jake Stringer, but, I don't think that's going to really eventuate any further. Jake Stringer's also been linked to GWS, who I think would be more of a suitable fit for where they are at the moment. But even then, do they really need an aging forward? I probably don't think so. So at the moment, I think Pies are really sort of trying to bleed youth that they already have existing on the list, as well as trying to cut the mature age players out. You still got Sidebottom, you still got Pendlebury, you still got Jeremy Howe. You know, you've got those sort of core leaders who are good leaders, but they do need to basically turn that around pretty quickly going forward. So, you know, they had already Nathan Murphy retired this year, Josh Carmichael retired this year, and Aiden Begg's already been delisted. So they probably will hit the trade period pretty hard. The draft period pretty hard. But in terms of free agents, apart from Tomlinson, you know, Ben Hobbs probably isn't going to be moving. So you can rule him out. So really it just comes down to Adam Tomlinson. Obviously Harry Perryman, who they've already basically secured for $900,000 a year, which I think's again overs for what he's worth. But it will just come down to where they position themselves this year, which I think, you know, they could slide down the ladder. I don't think they're not in the same position like Brisbane Lions. Brisbane Lions have got some really good strengths there. I don't see them being in the top 8 this coming year in 2025. So yeah, they do have a lot of work to do in both the draft and in the trade period as well. What do you guys reckon? Comment down below, like and subscribe. Where do you see the Collingwood football team in 2025? Who do you think that they're going to bring in? And who do you think's on the sort of outer? Who do you think that they're going to really sort of let go and trade on? So yeah, I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Comment down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.